Blog Talk Radio.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Doctors Are In here on the Psyche Talk Radio Network. I am your host, Dax Carlisle. I'm a tarot advisor, numerologist, hypnotherapist, and life coach coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona. We are a live call-in show. We would love to chat with you. So give us a ring at 714-816-4628. You can also join us on the chat post on Facebook. Just go to psychetalk.net/chat. That'll take you right to the chat post. You can chat with us in the comments there on the post. We actually have somebody that has already done that. Sandy has asked a question. We'll be getting to her question shortly. So you can chat about the show, chat with us, ask questions, discuss the show, even ask for a mini reading like Sandy just did, live from the chat at psychetalk.net/chat. The Tarot Guild is the sponsor for today's show, the International Organization for Tarot Lovers, Students, and Professional Readers since 2004. And you can visit us over at thetarotguild.com, our brand new platform that we created for tarot lovers out there. It's like Facebook for tarot, has all the same features as the big social media giants out there, but it's all tarot all the time. And none of the negative stuff. That's right. And you can join the website for free and enjoy all of the features for free at thetarotguild.com. So joining me as always is the other host, the other half of The Doctors Are In. She is a certified life coach, spiritual teacher, and every Friday she joins me here to dispense her wisdom and wonderful tools for life, such as Vedic traditions, gods and goddesses, shamanic journeying, and much, much more. Here she is live from Berkeley, California, Dr. Rose Wilkerson. Hey, Dr. Rose.
Hey, Dr. Dax. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday to everyone.
Happy Friday. The weekend is here. I don't know if the weekend counts anymore because,
I know, the days are like running together.
Yeah, I mean, who works 9 to 5, Monday through Friday anyway? And then on top of that, with the COVID stuff, there's still a lot of people that are working from home, and if the funny thing about this is, like, nothing changed for me. Everybody else, I gotta adjust my lifestyle, how I work, and everything like that. This is how I've been doing it since, I've been working online and, doing my own business and seeing clients on Skype and Zoom and actually pre-Zoom, Facebook calls and the telephone. I've been doing that for, 15 years now. And, Nothing changed for me at all. It's just everybody else is just catching up.
Right.
That's how I look at it. They're just catching up. Yeah. And, it's always been this way for me where, there's none of this, work at the Muggle job and 9 to 5 or whatever, Monday through Friday, weekends off. No. I work every single day for hours and hours, In fact, holidays, that's something else I wanted to mention. What were you going to say, Dr. Rose?
I was going to say it's the same for me. The only thing, there's been one change, and, I've been teaching at the local university about, technology and society and things of that nature. And so rather than having to get up and go find parking and, walk through the classroom and stuff like that, all my stuff has been online. But I've been working online, too, at with another position. So not a whole lot has changed in that respect, I have a little office in the corner with a little curtain I can pull behind me. Maybe that's it.
Right.
The curtain is new. Other than that, that's it.
It's that 30-second commute, you know. It's where you have your jammies on still, but you put a blouse on and a baseball cap and jump online.
Right.
On a video call.
Basically.
Yeah. And now, you know, and you teach, but now that's a lot of that is, or most of it even maybe is online. So, you know, teaching that way. And yeah, I wanted to mention the holidays too, because for years now, the holidays come up and everybody's like, oh, thank God, the holidays, you know, and I'm going to have a good time and be off work for, you know, the Christmas season, or off work for New Year. To me, it's just an impediment. It's just another thing getting in the way. It's like, oh, geez, another holiday. It's like, you know, all it does is slow down my progress and promotion and everything. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get to take, you know, weeks off for the Christmas through New Year's holiday. I think I need to start doing that at some point, though. What do you think, Dr. Rose?
No, I would agree with that, because I think one of the things, like I have a really good friend of mine. Actually, he's very much a love interest and all, who lives in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, look, you know, in Germany, the weekends you don't do work. He said that's our system. You don't, you know. He said, but you know, he helps me a lot. He said, you're thinking too much, because your brain is always on. You know, when you're doing online stuff, it's just 24/7 almost. And so, you know, you have to really learn to take time off and disconnect. Otherwise, you're going to drive yourself crazy.
I've noticed that about you.
Stress. I know. Believe me, it's no fun on my end either.
And I already knew I was that way, you know, but I noticed that in you, too. It's like, oh, my God. That's why we get along so well. Dr. Rose is just like me. We're, quote, unquote, on 24/7 almost, you know. I'll get a message at 1 o'clock in the morning. Dax, are you up? I just got this brilliant idea.
That's right.
I just got this brilliant idea, you know. I got a topic for the radio show. Yeah. So, you know, we don't have a topic today. We decided just to do open lines, but it's crickets out there. I don't know where everybody is. You know, normally we have 25 people in the caller lines. We can't even get to everybody. But today it's just like crickets. So if you're listening to us live right now, I implore you, call in at 714-816-4628. Otherwise, this is going to be a really short show. You know, I think what it is we have our topics, and we do them in the first 20 minutes of the show. Sometimes they go long, and it might be a half hour or even 40 minutes. And I think people are used to that. And they're used to calling in later in the show to get through, you know, instead of calling in now. But we're doing calls all show long, and as well questions from the chat post. We're going to get to Sandy's in just a minute here. So just open a new tab in your browser. Go to I'm saying the wrong thing here. TheTarotGuild.com. Yeah, you do want to go over there and visit our website, our other website. What I meant was for the chat post. Go to psychictalk.net/chat. You know, we got too many websites. It's so confusing, and like all the groups and everything. By the way, that chat post is on the Psychic Talk Radio group. We now have over 500 people on that group. You can go over, and if you're on Facebook, just search Psychic Talk Radio. There's a page you can like, but there's also a group. And go in the group, join the group, and look in the group there. You'll find this chat post. You'll see a big blue image that says chat with us in the comments below, and you'll see a red arrow pointing down, and there's a pad and a phone and a laptop, you know, with Psychic Talk Radio logo on it. And that'll show you where the post is. You can get in there, you can chat with us, and you can ask for a mini reading right there in the post. But if you're having trouble finding the post, or, if you start listening to one of our shows and you want to jump in, the fast way is to just open it, as you're listening, leave whatever you're listening to the show on running, and then open a new tab on the browser, type in psychetalk.net/chat. That'll take you right over to the chat post. You can ask for a mini reading on there, but we'd much rather talk with you. And remember to press 1 when you dial in, 714-816-4628. You press 1, it puts you into the caller queue in the order that you called in, 714-816-4628. And if you're listening live right now and call in, you're going to be the first caller, 714-816-4628. So here we are on Friday, and we're in October already. I can't believe it's October, Rose. It's like October 2nd, 2020.
I know. I
figured, let's take a look at the numerology real quick here. So if you take the whole date, 10/2/2020, and you add that up, 1 + 0 + 2 + 2 + 0 + 2 + 0, you get 7. So 7 is the highest spiritual number in numerology. It's also the number of the natural detective, so like if that's your life path. But it's a magical and spiritual day. You may even feel drawn to connect with your spirituality more today. Your intuition might be about learning and knowledge and how does the universe work and research. This is a great day to start that genealogy project you always wanted to do, or work on some other project, or teach a class, or take a course. Go to Udemy and take some of those fabulous courses, or my course, Tarot by the Numbers. If you'd like to learn tarot and numerology, you can go over to thetarotguild.com/learn and enroll in my course. So that's the kind of day it is, along with the day, which is the 2nd. So like the 2nd of the month, the 11th, the 20th of the month, those higher numbers all reduce down to 2. So it's the same energy. It's the 2 energy on those dates, the 2nd of the month, the 20th of the month, the 11th of the month. I might be missing one there, but I think those are mostly it. And it's the number of relationships, cooperation, mediation, partnerships, how you're working with other people today, Ion. And then it goes perfectly, actually, with the card of the day that I got today, Rose. I got the 6 of Pentacles, and that's a card of financial flow. Yeah. It's a card of charity and assistance and giving back and generosity. So as you deal with that 2 energy and with other people today in your various levels of relationship, whether it be work, family, friends, colleagues, be generous today. Give time or money as a way of expressing gratitude for all you've been given in the past. Basically, your physical resources and your health are both forms of energy, Rose, and you need to keep that stream of energy flowing. And if you do that, it'll keep coming back to you. It's a continuous flow. And we could talk a little more about that later on in the show, maybe about the law of attraction, the flow of energy. People have it actually 180 degrees backwards from how it actually works. And maybe we can get a little deeper into that. But that's today's message and numerology of the day as well. If you'd like to know your life path or your attitude number, you can give me your birthday when you call in. I can tell you your personal year number. There's the world year, which is from the year number, which is 2020. 2 + 2 is 4. It's a 4 energy, an energy of structure for the whole world. But each of us is in a different place in our 9-year cycle. We keep going through these 9-year cycles. And knowing where you are is very advantageous. It's not like you can't do certain things in certain years. You could do anything you want in any year, but there are some years that are more predisposed to doing certain things. Like, for instance, 5 is that high energy, right? It's the energy of the adventurer. Sometimes it's number in numerology. Things can go off kilter and get chaotic in those years, but also there's a lot of energy, so you can get a lot done in a 5-year. And it's a year just to ride the roller coasters, watch the movies, read the books, not sign any contracts, which would include getting married. That's a contract. So you don't get married in a 5-year. You wait to a 6-year. You know?
Yeah.
That's an example. That's an example of how it's advantageous to know where are you in the personal year cycle. So that's something else I can look up for you when you call into the show. And remember to press 1 when you call in so that you're put into the caller queue so we know you want to be live on air with us. Otherwise, we just assume you're listening to the show. And that's perfectly fine. You're out and about. Maybe you don't have a Wi-Fi connection. Maybe you don't want to use your, I have unlimited data, but a lot of people have, a limited number of data on their phone. Hey, just dial in because almost all the plans have unlimited call time. So call in 714-816-4628. Just don't press 1, and you can just listen to the show. But if you want to be live on air and chat with Rose and I, call in at 714-816-4628. Press 1 on your dial pad as soon as you get through. Okay, so let's do Sandy's question. And you could do that as well. Join us in the chat post here and ask a question. I think Sharona just popped up. Hi, Sharona. Luckily, it popped up on my Rose. It popped up on my screen and said Sharona just made a comment because, for some reason, the comments are not populating on here, so I have to keep refreshing to see. Hey, Sharona, give us a call. It's like crickets out there. We could chat with you. I don't know if she's busy right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got Sandy H.A.B. We'll call her Sandy H. Yeah. And she says, "Hello, Dax and Rose. I'd like to ask if you see any love interest on the horizon for me, please." So Sandy is looking out for that. So we're going to shuffle the cards here and see what's coming up. I'm doing a little shuffle. I always shuffle at least 3 times on the electronic deck, 6 to 9 times on the physical deck. Yeah. Well, the algorithm that mixes the cards is fantastic. You really only need to shuffle once on the digital platform that I use, the Orpheus. But I do it ritualistically 3 times, and then I do multiples of 3 when I'm working with the physical cards. I usually shuffle 9 times, or it might be something like I do an overhand shuffle 3 times, and then I lay the deck out and create 3 piles, and then pull them back in out of order, and then shuffle again 3 times, maybe rifling this time. Maybe do overhand the first 3 and rifling the last 3 and doing a cutting of the deck for the other 3. So, yeah, just throw that out there. I don't think I've ever mentioned that on the show, how I shuffle.
Yeah. I do the same thing.
There we
when
go.
I've done tarot in the past. 3s are, it's a powerful number.
Yes, it is very powerful. There's, reason why we do that. So I'm looking at the cards here. Let me pull some more cards because I'm looking to see if someone shows up. Because the cards are looking really good, but I'm not getting a particular person. Wow, there's a lot of 3 energy up here. Gosh, lots of 3 coming in, like the 3 of Cups, card of celebration. There's the 3 women frolicking and dancing, holding their goblets of wine. That may be suggesting that Sandy needs to get out there. Of course, in the time of COVID, it's difficult, but there are still opportunities, right, to get together with people or do it, through video conference and hang out with friends, and you may meet somebody that way. Hold on just a second. I'm looking through these cards, and man, nobody is popping up. I got to tell you. That may mean that there's a quite a delay here. It might be in the future, but let me take a look at everything. I want to bring up, go into my clients thing here. I'm going to bring up the sun signs because, no, I don't have the sun signs memorized, but one card is showing up. It's the Page of Wands, and Wands is that fire energy. So that would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, looking at my cheat sheet because I'm not an astrologer. Yeah, right. Aries, Leo, or Sag, and this may be somebody who is chronologically younger than you, or they might just have a younger outlook on life or not quite as mature or something like that. This is somebody that may be coming in the future. And in the Page of Wands, all the pages are studious cards where, studying and Wands, of course, is that fire energy, the passion. In the background, in the Page of Wands, in the traditional Waite-Smith version of the deck, there's 3 pyramids. This may indicate foreign travel may be involved with this. It could indicate that the individual is a foreigner or speaks a foreign language. So, just throwing that information out there for you, Sandy. Now, going back to the original 5-card yes-no spread that I pulled, see, I got 1, 2, 3 yeses and 2 no's when I ask it as a general, is any love interest coming in the near future? Okay. One of the yes cards is a Sun card, Rose. The Sun card. I mean, you can't get a better card than that. Right. I mean, so one of the 3 yeses is a major arcana card, and it's like the major arcana card you want to get for a yes. Yeah. So the Sun card shows that it's a very sunny outlook, you could say, on the situation. It's going to happen, but it may take some time. All right. Right next to it is the 4 of Wands, which is typically it's a card of celebration, liberation, secure home, peace, prosperity, even a period of rest. And that's the main focus. So it may be talking about you need to get ready for this to happen, Sandy. And it's also a card that shows up for wedding receptions and wedding ceremonies and things like that, bar mitzvahs, any kind of party, really. But in this context, I find it interesting that showed up, Rose. Now, Now we also get the Success card, the 6 of Wands. We also get the 7 of Wands, which is resilient, approaching struggle, victory, personal power, taking a stand. So, what I'm getting out of that is Sandy has the high ground in this situation. Yeah. She's got everything that she needs to find the right person and so forth. It's more about, just getting out there and doing it kind of thing.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. And the last card at the very end is the 3 of Pentacles. And Pentacles, if you listen to our show a few weeks back where we talked about timing in the tarot, so Pentacles often refers to winter. And we have the number 3, which is 3 months, is what I'm getting from that, is 3 months, which would put us into that time frame. We've got October, November, December. It would put us into January, into winter, the beginning of the new year. That is the time that this may happen. I told you that there would be a big delay. And one way you know that is you do a spread, and if in the spread no people show up, no court cards indicating a particular individual, you would pull or how I do it is I pull more cards from the deck until I get one.
Mm-hmm.
And the more, you see how I'm doing that, Rose? I'm taking cards off the top. And the more cards I pull without getting a court card, and then I finally get the court card, if I pull a card and then I pull another one, there's the court card. Okay, that's faster. Then get a court card. We have the individual, but there's a time delay there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you decipher that, okay? And there's a lot of 3 energy, because when I was pulling cards and I ended up getting that Page of Wands, which seems like this individual that might come through for Sandy in January. You know, I got the 3 of Cups and I got the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is that searching, waiting for it to come in, waiting for the ships to return. It's the merchant on the hill waiting. And the 3 of Cups, that card of celebration, girls' night out card, I call it. And combine those 2 together, that's kind of what you need to be doing, Sandy. Okay? And also, prepping yourself, getting ready for this to happen. Like I said, the 7 of Wands indicates you have the high ground. You're ready for it to happen, but there may still be a few things that you need to work on. This 3 of Pentacles it's usually a project, and 2, 3 or more people involved here. So you might actually meet somebody through that, as well as the socializing because of the 3 of Cups card. This is what I'm thinking, Rose. You may agree with me. What do you think about this? Between now and the end of the year, there's more likelihood that things are going to open up more as far as the health crisis goes and the waning of that, and people being able to get out and socialize more and get together in person and do projects, things like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's very possible in certain areas, depending upon how certain areas are doing. Yeah, I mean, it's something that that we're all having to live and adjust to. So it's possible. It's very, very possible. Yeah.
So that's the feeling why I think there's this delay. It's a natural result of the situation that we're all in, coupled with giving Sandy more prep time, more time to work on herself. I always tell people, if you want to attract somebody in and you have a particular idea in mind, the kind of person / relationship you want, okay, get all that information down on a piece of paper first. And then also you yourself, you want to become what it is you want to attract in. You want to first be exuding the love that you want to attract in. You want to be exuding and demonstrating to the universe and performing the characteristics of the person and or relationship that you want to draw in yourself in your relation and how you are working with other people, which isn't it interesting, Rose, that dovetails perfectly into the card of the day and the numerology of the day.
Yeah.
With
it
that
certainly does.
That 2 energy. Yeah, with that 2 energy, working with other people, the 7 energy of the entire date, doing the research, doing the prep, and then the card of the day, that 6 of Pentacles, being generous in your interactions with people. Give more than you receive, because that's going to come all, 180 degrees back around again. Okay, so we're at the bottom of the hour, 714-816-4628 if you want to call in and join us. Dr. Rose, you want to tell us about all the wonderful shows coming up on the network?
I do, and then also I would like a mini reading too.
I was thinking of that, actually. That popped in my head.
Yeah. Well, first let's talk about the upcoming shows. So And everybody, just to let you know that all of the shows start at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Saturday, which is tomorrow, we'll have There's a Rock for That show by Mary Brown. And she's going to have special guest Sharona Rapsick, who's also a host, who hosts a show here on the Psychic Talk Network. They're going to be talking about Rocktoberfest and Infinite Stone. They're going to talk about the Infinite Stone and also taking calls. So that's going to be so cool because Mary Brown is certainly a wonderful host as well as Sharona. So that'll be an exciting show tomorrow at 11. And then on Monday, we have Wisdom of the Soul with Janice Fuchs. And then on Wednesday of next week, we have You Have the Power to Change the World. And that's going to be featured on the Compassionate Light Healing and Guidance Hour with Catherine Hahn. And then, of course, next week, we're going to be talking about it next Friday in the Doctors Are In show, we will be talking about mind magic, hypnosis, trance, the subconscious, and more. And that's going to be with yours truly, Rose Wilkerson, and Dax Carlisle, both of us who are doctors. And we will also have open lines and life coaching and mini readings as well. So hopefully you'll be able to join us next Friday as well, and all of our other wonderful shows.
Right. I actually have all the shows listed out all the way to December, folks. You can go to psychictalk.net/upcoming and see all the upcoming shows. I wanted to do a show like the topic we're doing next Friday because a lot of people ask me, what's the difference between hypnosis and trance, and how can I better my life with NLP techniques, hypnosis, that kind of thing. So I thought it'd be nice to have just like a casual conversation. I know you've delved into this as well. So any points you want to write down or questions you want to ask, Rose, anything you want to discuss in relation to any of that.
Mind magic. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, what is it? Recently when I did the set of shows on shamanic journey, that's a part of, that mind magic. I think it's all different ways of understanding the inner workings of the mind and how it influences your life, but they just use different terminology for it.
Right.
Understanding terminology. Some believe it as, real divine entities you can interact with in shamanic journeying, and other people think it's more of a psychological thing. It's really up to you in terms of how you understand it. But it's very powerful either way.
Actually, that topic the topic we recently did on lucid dreaming, even that qualifies as mind magic, working with the subconscious, working with your dreams as well. Yeah. So there's a lot to unpack there as well. Before we continue on here, I did want to remind everybody that our shows on the weekends, all of our shows on the weekends, the Friday show, the Saturday show, and even Sharona's show every other Sunday, Magic Universe. She deals with the magic a lot too. They're all sponsored by the Tarot Guild, the international organization for professional readers and students of the tarot, and just the tarot lovers out there. There's some people that, they're not readers. They just love the artwork and collect the decks and stuff like that. And we built a whole new website for the Tarot Guild, and it's thetarotguild.com, real easy. So go over there and check out the new website. You can join the website for free, and you can make use of all the resources. We have all the same social media type things, features, Rose, on that site at thetarotguild.com.
Yeah.
Like, you get your own profile page. You can friend each other. You can private message each other. You can go into the live chat room. There's forums. There's groups. All all those social media features that you're used to, like, liking something, articles, blog, everything is there on that website, all the same features you find like on Facebook and so forth. But it's all tarot all the time at thetarotguild.com. And it's free to join the website. I did want to mention, however, that we do have a premium pro membership. And that membership, what that allows you to do is to take advantage of even more features on the website. So with the free membership, you get access to everything. But if you want to post articles, Rose, if you want to create your own groups, things like that, being a premium member allows you to do that. And in addition to that, you get a whole list of other benefits when you join the membership. One of them, the biggest one, is we include the first level of certification for a tarot reader, which is the CTR, Certified Tarot Reader level. We include that in the membership, and it comes out to be like $6.50 a month. It's really inexpensive, $6.50 a month.
Oh, that's cheap, yeah.
So you can create groups. Events. Just like they have events on Facebook, we have an event section. So you can create groups, create events, post articles. You get a Tarot Guild membership certificate to hang on your wall. So, and if you go through the certification, you get that certificate. So you get at least 2 certificates for your professional business if you're a professional reader. You get listed on our professional readers directory as a premium member. You get discounts on the other certification levels. So there's 3 other levels above CTR. And for non-members, it's $78, the number of cards in the tarot deck per level. But if you're a premium member, it's only $47 per level. And you get some other things, too, like we do featured reader video interviews where we interview you like on Zoom and record that and post that on Facebook and YouTube, our YouTube channel, and all over. And, we can put it on your page on the Tarot Guild site. You can make an appearance on Tarot Today Radio or this show here on Fridays, and we could interview you as well. And you get access to exclusive interviews, classes, workshops, groups, and events that we do throughout the year. You get a full year of membership and your CTR certification included as well. I was going to say something about that, and it just popped right out of my head. I hate when that happens. I'm having a senior moment, Rose. Are you there, Rose? Uh-oh. She must be on.
I'm sorry. I had my phone muted and I'd forgotten. I said, you'll be okay.
Okay. It was real quiet. I just wanted to make sure that you were still there. The other thing I wanted to mention that I mentioned earlier in the show is the Tarot by the Numbers course. And I've been teaching tarot this way by the numbers, combining numerology and tarot since 2004, for 16 years now. And you can take my course. It's very in-depth. It goes into sacred geometry, numerology, tarot. You learn all 78 cards, and you learn them number by number along with that number energy. So all the 1 cards you learn when you're learning about the 1 energy, and all the 2 cards when you're learning the 2 energy. In addition, you learn how to generate a client's full 9-number numerology chart, and that allows you to provide added value in your tarot reading. So instead of just doing the tarot reading, you're also, before or after the reading, you're handing them a numerology chart or emailing them one. And you put it together into a report. It tells you how to create a report, gives you examples, gives you cheat sheets on each of the 9 numbers in the chart, little paragraphs about each number that you could just pop into a report and form a report and then do a summary. Actually, Mary Brown's son, Connor, just finished the course, and he's about to go through the numerology certification to become a certified numerologist at a certified tarot reader.
Nice.
The numerology, isn't that great? I'm so excited for Connor. The certified numerologist, that certification is actually included in the cost of the course. And then the certified tarot reader is, as I described earlier, you join the Premium Pro membership and you get that included with your membership there. So he just finished and he's getting ready. I gave him all the materials he needs to start the certifications. That's really exciting. And I wanted to yeah, congratulations, Connor. I was so excited. I was excited when Mary said he wanted to enroll in the course. I'm like, yes, exciting stuff here. And right. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention that, we do these mini readings on the show, but if you want to do life coaching with me, hypnotherapy, perhaps you want to work on stress or phobias, fear, weight loss, stop smoking, pain management, something like that. I do Zoom meetings and Skype for those, and I also do tarot as well. So tarot and numerology, if you have questions about your life purpose, business, love, career, relationship, all available via text chat. Sometimes I actually am just on Facebook Messenger messaging Rose doing these readings sometimes. Or we could do a Facebook call. We could do Zoom, Skype, phone, or even email. And you can book sessions on my page. It's thetarotguild.com/Dax. So if you'd rather not air your laundry over the airwaves to tens of thousands of people, you could do a private session with me. And in addition to, of course, the free mini readings here on the radio shows. So thetarotguild.com/Dax if you want to book a session with me. I have 20-minute sessions for $67 and 45-minute sessions for $97. And actually hypnosis or life coaching, EFT, for stop smoking, weight loss, any of those things, that's the button you want to hit. You want to hit the $97 one. I charge $97 per session for the life coaching. Okay. Of course, it doesn't ever end up, those numbers are so arbitrary there, Rose. Like I had a client book a 25-minute session, and we did it yesterday. And I was probably on the phone with her for an hour and 25 minutes, not 25.
Wow.
But it was great. She's actually in the process of becoming a life coach. So I got to life coach. Yeah, I got to life coach her on becoming a life coach. It was really cool. Pulled cards for her. I did her whole numerology chart. And I also gave her some other resources like Dr. Steve Jones's course that we offer, thetarotguild.com/coach, his life coaching course, and some YouTube videos and other resources I gave her to, help her with this. It was a lot of fun. I love.
Oh, that's good.
I think that's what I love doing the most is those private sessions with clients. All righty. So I know you want to do a mini reading. Before we get to you, Rose, let's take a phone call real quick because we do have a phone call. Someone waiting on the line here. Area code 918. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Shelley, and I'm calling from Oklahoma.
Hi, Shelley. How's it going?
Hi, Shelley.
Hi. It's a beautiful day out today. Are you guys enjoying sunshine wherever you are?
Oh, yes. It's gorgeous here. Here in Tucson.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I was just wondering, I kind of would like to get a mini reading or something. I just am going to leave it in your hands.
Okay, well, on the radio, it actually works a lot better if you have a very specific question. The only reason is because we only have a couple of minutes with each caller.
Okay.
And you know, in a 45-minute private session, you know, I could pull lots of cards and come up with lots of stuff, and I could do a general reading. It's a little bit more difficult the way I work to do that on the radio. So what area do you want to look into, and do you have a specific question? If you called in, you have a burning question, Shelley. I know you do.
Well, let me think here just for a second. Yeah, kind of. Where's my life headed? That's what I'd kind of like to know. Where am I going? I'm kind of in a transition period where we've got furloughed because of COVID, and so I'm trying to decide which area I want to move towards now, or what is my calling? What should I be doing?
Yeah, well, you know, this could actually be happening rather quickly here. I'm getting the Eight of Wands, which is a card of movement, and taking action now, stepping towards a dream. Okay, so the Star card shows up to say there's hope. Okay, if you have any negative thought patterns popping up surrounding this, you can just dispel all that, because you can do this. You can move on. And
awesome.
That's what we've been telling a lot of our callers, you know, that, you know, because a lot of people are in the same boat, you know, and they're, because of COVID, you know, losing their jobs or their jobs morphing into something else. But actually, we got to look at this as opportunity. You got to look at it as an opportunity. This is an opportunity to, you know, not just get your next job, but really follow your life path. Yeah, really follow what it is you're here to do. Follow your passion.
Well, my passion is really to do. I really want to open a craft store for kids where they come in and they're able to pull out their imagination and pull out their things that they want to work on, and not have so much of just you have to make this or you have to make that, but give them the options to explore and do things with their own, you know, their own mind. And I've been really hesitant to open it only because it's not a great time, I understand, and but this is a good time that kids are now not going to school, and parents are scrambling trying to find things for them to do. And so I'm on the teeter-totter, and I know I could do it and be successful at it because I'm very headstrong and very strong-willed. I just am teeter-tottering with it's a big investment and a lot of time going into it, and I want to be successful, you know. So I'm just kind of teetering at that little point.
Well, let's take a look at the cards here and think about this for a second, okay? When I asked this question, I got 3 major arcana cards. I mean, this is life-changing. This is a total go-for-it moment, all right? 4 of the 5 cards are yes cards. That's a strong yes, you should be doing this. One of the cards is, again, that we got earlier for Sandy in the chat room, which is the Sun card. You cannot get a better go-for-it, things are going to be great card. And in the card, in the traditional Waite-Smith version of the card, there's the child, just like you've been talking about. It's a huge indication. And the child is holding aloft a banner that's crimson. It's that color of passion, following your passions. It's telling you totally to go for it. Now, the central focus card right in the center is the Fool card, literally taking the leap of faith, going for it. And as I mentioned earlier, that Eight of Wands card about things happening quickly, in addition, that is another card of do it now, take action now, go for it.
Awesome. Well, that's very
so there you go.
Then. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. You made my whole day.
Thanks for calling in, Shelley.
You bet. You guys have a great day.
You
too.
Take care.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Even though we just talked about, like, you know, who has a weekend anymore? I guess there's people, you know, but not you and me, right, Rose?
You
Awesome.
dream of weekends.
Okay, so we got some callers calling in. What burning question did you have? Oh, by the way, did you notice something, Rose? It always happens. Like Shelley calls in, and she's like, just whatever comes up, but she had an actual, very concrete, burning question about a very specific thing,
Yeah.
And it's always that way. It's always that way, even if it's not conscious to them, if they think about it for a second, they always come up with a burning question, because if you're dialing into a radio show, you got a burning question. Hey, so what's your burning question? You said you wanted me to pull some cards.
Yeah, I wanted to see how things look between me and this guy who's a love interest. He is in Germany, and I am here in the U.S. And right now travel is not possible. But we care and love each other very much, and I just wanted to see. I mean, I don't know if I have a specific question, but other than, what's the future look like for the two of us?
This is really interesting. I'm getting all these pentacle cards work, and so he helps you. Is that how you met?
Yeah. Well, no, we met because we were both video game players, and he.
I remember that.
Yeah. We're both video game. We kind of met through. I think it's my brother's stream or something. We were trying to accomplish something that we couldn't accomplish, and so he got on. He said, "Okay, I can help you." So that's how we met. And you're right. He does help me. That's right on cue.
Right.
He helps me to not be so in my head all the time, which I totally am. Yeah. That's one of his many wonderful things about him.
Okay. Because that's why all these things are coming up, and then the Six of Wands, literally the success card in numerology. In tarot, and 6 being that hearth and home energy in numerology. It's looking really good. Now, am I getting a strong yes when I ask this question about where the relationship's going? No, I don't. It's a could go either way thing right now. And that's just because of, hello, where are we right now? We can only do the reading in the now. And where are we right now? We're stuck with, the logistical situation that we're in, and not being able to travel, and he can't come over here and you can't go over there, and, all that kind of stuff like that. So that's what's holding things up.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to that, the cards are saying, you have the high ground. That 7 of Wands, like showed up for, I think it was Sandy. I think it was the first question of the day. And, you're in the same, you guys have the high ground, if you could hold out and do the long distance thing, wait for things to clear up by, the beginning of the year, things will start to flow there. However, there's all these 7 cards, lots of 7s, and we talked about that being the energy of the date today is 7. It's that research.
That's right.
There's more to it's like there's more to be delved into here with in context of this relationship. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles is a card of assessment. You want to take this time apart where you can't get together physically and spend as much time as you can over video conferencing and things like that, and really getting to know each other and really exploring.
Yeah. And we're actually doing that. Like in the morning, I have breakfast, he has dinner, and then the evening he's eating breakfast, I have dinner, and we're doing it on Skype. So, yeah, we're definitely doing that.
Right. And speaking of the 7, so we got the 7 of Pentacles, that's, do an assessment. There's the 7 of Wands, which is talking about, you guys are in a good position. This is looking really good. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. 8 is abundance, and it's also talking about job, work, and that connection, how he's helping you with things. And then, of course, the Success card that was in the very beginning, that 6 of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
The last card is the 7 of Cups. This is a card of fantasy, illusion, confusion. So as you do always hold on to the fact you guys both have the high ground with the 7 of Wands. But remember the 7 of Pentacles, doing the assessment, okay? Don't get sucked into a fantasy illusion creation in your mind of something that, first of all, it doesn't exist, because, you have, quote-unquote, a relationship. In a certain way it's happening, and over the internet, thousands of miles away from each other. The in-person actual relationship might be a completely different thing. So you don't want to imprint the illusion or a fantasy idea of what that's going to be like onto the reality of what eventually happens.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay.
But overall, the two takeaways are that, it's looking really good, can be successful. We got that 6 of Wands, but there's this massive delay, and to use the time wisely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're doing exactly that. So that's the good news. Yeah. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful reading.
Yeah, we talked about doing that, a while back, and we never got around to it. So I'm glad we finally did.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome sauce. So we have time to take a couple more calls. We'll see who's out there. Remember, if we don't get to your call today, you can call into Mary Brown's once a month, the first Saturday of the month show. There's a rock for that. Yep. They talk all about the crystals and everything. I think it's Infinity Stone they're talking about. And she has a special guest, Sharona Rapsick from our Magic Universe show, is going to be joining her. And they're going to be crystal geeking out, Rose.
That's good.
Yep.
And
they're going to be taking your phone calls too. And Mary does these interesting crystal mini readings on the show as well, and Sharon will be there with her tarot deck, and I don't know what else she's going to be doing in the readings, but they'll be taking your calls tomorrow too. Let's see who's been waiting the longest. It looks like area code 708, Dr. Rose. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 708.
Yeah, my name is Barbara. I'm calling from Illinois.
Hi, Barbara. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
It's been a while since we've had a caller from Illinois.
Well, today is very pleasant. It's sunny and 55.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, my God. So I'm 102. I'm almost double the temperature you're at.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So it's open lines, life coaching, mini readings. What do you want to chat about, Barbara?
I want to chat about career and going forward. Awesome. And do you want me to talk, or do you want to say something?
No,
or
go ahead.
I don't know.
Tell us.
Okay.
Tell us what's going on.
Well, I've had a couple of setbacks health-wise with the back, and then I almost fell, and I kind of threw myself on a table so I didn't fall flat on my face. It's kind of comical if it didn't hurt so bad.
Yeah.
And so I'm just getting back around to getting back on my feet. I'm still, hurting and things, but nothing like I was. Right, I was immobile. So I'm looking to work with animals, and I'm kind of, because of the injuries I've had, now I'm kind of more cautious with my footing, and I want to work with larger animals like horses. So, do you see that happening? I'm kind of afraid.
Okay, and so where does the fear? Oh my God, I can't believe these cards. You're gonna crack up when you hear about this. Just wait, Barbara. But before I go there, before I go with the cards, I wanna ask you. Where does the fear really lie? What comes to mind? What pictures come to mind when you think of the fear?
You know what? Not being right, because it would be more of not the energy healing, that I don't worry about, but it's more of tapping into the animal and communicating with the animal that I have a little bit more fear about, that it wouldn't be correct, and I want to have integrity, which is really important for me, for the animals.
All right. Let's see here. So basically, you don't have anything to worry about along with those lines. When you mention horses, so I'm shuffling the cards and I pull out the cards and I get 2 knight cards, and they're both on horseback.
Oh my God!
And if that's not a strong indicator, I don't know what is. Now, let me tell you, Barbara. Oh, hold on a second. I'm getting a lot of background noise on Barbara's line. Barbara, I'm just going to put your line on hold for a second. We'll bring you back. So, Rose, I can't think of a more positive indicator than not 1 but 2 knights showing up on horseback for Barbara.
Right.
That makes so much sense. And then there's the Queen of Coins. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. I call it the Mother card. There's a nurturing aspect going on there. She's holding the pentacles, sitting on her throne, looking down lovingly on it like she was holding a baby. That's where that nurturer comes from. It's also, for me personally, Rose, it's because in the traditional Waite Smith version of the card, she looks like my mom did when I was growing up.
Wow.
With the dark hair and everything like that. I mean, she's like this spitting image. Just like the Magician card in the traditional Waite Smith version, that's exactly what I looked like. So, that I identify with the Magician card, and that's what I've been doing my whole life, is manifesting. That's what I do.
Okay.
Wow. So this Queen of Coins is showing up. She's a capable woman, uncomplicated, very earthy. Oh, when we bring Barb back on, we got to ask her if she is perhaps earth sign. I don't know. I'm just getting that earth energy. But this is her. She is the Queen of Coins. Okay?
Yeah.
And she just has to approach the animals, exuding through her energy field that caring, loving, nurturing energy, and everything else as far as communication and so forth, that's all going to fall into place.
Right.
Yeah. And then the central focus card, like we just got for another caller, the Fool card shows up yet again, taking the leap of faith. The cards are saying, Barbara, it's not an accident that you called in today. This is the message you need to hear. We're telling you what you need to hear, and that is to go for it, just like with our last call.
Yeah.
Go for it. Leap of faith. Leap of faith. Now, it's going to take a little while. All right? This may take a few weeks to start to manifest. In fact, it may take up to 4 weeks. And I'm getting that from the Four of Swords is the timing card at the very end that shows up. Swords, that's the air energy. That's referring to fall. We're in fall. But you got to remember, like I mentioned for, who did that card come up for? Did it come up for Sandy earlier in the show, I think?
Yeah.
It's a card of recharging, recuperation, healing, letting go, a spa day, a vacation, taking a step back, thinking outside of the box. Okay, so through the fall, indicated by this 4 weeks to 4 month time frame. I'm going to throw it out there. It's a 4 week to 4 month time frame. How quickly you make this manifest is entirely up to you. You are in charge. You can make it manifest faster if you're ready. You just had these health concerns. You need to recoup and recover a little more yourself and just take this time to heal and also to prepare for what you want to do. And that may be, taking visits out to the animals, trying out some communication, taking a course here or there, something, not complicated, a simple course from Udemy or somewhere, udemy.com, on animal communication, you may already have the entire skill set, but I don't know. But if you don't, this is a time to research it, time to study. And if you do have all that in place, well, it's a time to practice it and get ready. So 4 months would take us October, November, December, January. It would take us into the end of January, beginning of February for it to fully manifest. But you'll start to have a realization, get through some of the healing, get a lot of the preparation done over the next 4 weeks and throughout the rest of fall till winter start. So that's what I'm getting. Let's bring Barb back on. Barbara, does that make sense to you?
That makes a lot of sense, an awful lot of sense. Yep. Yeah, because I do have Reiki. Yeah, I do know Reiki, and I do know healing touch for animals. And the goal is to, in approaching the horse, because I keep wanting to go to, I do it with dogs all the time that I come in contact, but when something's really driving me to horses, and I just want to be their voice that they don't have with the human world.
Right.
That's wonderful.
Well, this spread really is indicating that. We got 2 horses showing up to say, yeah, Barb, come talk with us, come heal with us, and come be our voice. I mean, it's right there. You just got to go for it, that Fool card. I do these spreads and I explain all the cards and it gives us other information. But really, you could take all the cards away and just go with the central focus card on all of these because that's the real message. The Fool card, take the leap of faith, go for it. But it's just giving you other information about, time frame, what you need to be doing. Yes, you know these modalities, but there's always more to learn. I'm always still studying numerology and tarot and hypnosis and EFT and all the other things that I do, life coaching.
Absolutely.
Even though you know all this, there's the best teacher, practice. Just get out there, practice more, get out to some larger animals. All right?
Yeah.
And then also we can always learn more, and it would be better, even though you know the modalities, to, listen to some other teachers. Do some research, watch some videos on YouTube, take a few Udemy courses, become a real down-to-earth expert on this, and have all that knowledge so you can be seen as the expert and feel yourself, I am the expert. I've spent all this time preparing for this. Does that make sense?
And that may help that may help with the apprehension. I don't want to use the word fear, but apprehension about it. And that may help that.
Right. What is your sun
because you'll feel
sign, by
more
the way?
prepared.
What is your sun sign?
Oh, my birthday is February 20th, 2/20/56.
Capricorn?
February. Pisces. What am I saying? Yeah.
Pisces.
I'm a
Okay,
Pisces.
you're the water element. That makes sense. Yeah, I tell everybody all the time I'm a tarot reader, numerologist. I'm not an astrologer, but I was getting that really earthy energy. I said how the Queen of Pentacles, that's an earth sign. That I was feeling that you would. It makes sense. That you would either be an earth sign or a water sign. Because both of those elements fit perfectly for this. So it makes sense that you're a Pisces. That water element.
Yeah, and usually when I read my scope, I do Pisces and Cancer because Cancer always seems to just back up whatever Pisces doesn't have in the scope for me.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the call, Barbara. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
And you're going to have to call
for
in.
stopping by.
Call back. Remind us of, what this call was about today and tell us what happened. Rose and I want to know.
I definitely will. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. Bye, Barbara. And we might have time to squeeze in another call. What do you think, Rose?
Sure.
Let's see who's been waiting the longest. Oh, area code 415, your neck of the woods. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi. This is Anne from Smoky, San Francisco.
I was right. That's where Rose is in Berkeley.
Yeah, we have it over here too. The smoky.
Yeah, it's orange. It was red level air for a while, which is really bad. Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah.
After a month of this, now there's more. It's really sad.
Oh my goodness! And then we have that trip to Mars that happened where the skies were all orange.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
California is going through some stuff for sure. For sure. So what can we do for you today? Or did you have something that you want to talk about with us other than the fires in California?
Yeah, a lot of people around the world and Bay Area. I'm in the next 6 months. I want to move out of the area, and so just draw cards about a move.
Okay.
Oh, we could do that. Okay, so it's a definite yes. Looking really good. You're not going to believe this, Rose. Yet again, for the third or fourth time on the show, the full card shows up. The full card shows up again.
Oh, everyone has a new beginnings. Yeah.
Yes, taking that leap of faith. It's like the universe is saying, well, Ann, you just really got to go for it and do it.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
You see, moving without a job is scary, and most apartments won't take somebody without a job. So it's kind of like,
exactly.
I've done it before. I've moved first and then started looking for a job, which, is kind of scary, but
nowadays it's kind of harder, unless you're taking your job with you, like those of us that work over the internet, that kind of thing. We can work anywhere. The central focus also shows up yet again,
That's kind of entrepreneurial.
It's a card of that kind of thing, working on a project with other people. And, Pentacles just in general talking about finances and career and so forth like that. And that's the central focus card. I get the feeling that the message from the tarot is that that's what it wants you to do to prepare for this move, is to work more on that. See if you can find something. where you're going
and
to.
start cleaning everything and start preparing to pack and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to unburden yourself a little bit. I mean, the first card that shows up actually is the Ten of Wands, that overburdened card. Now, the individual in that card, he's making progress, slow, steady progress to his goal. There's the building or maybe the home in the distance that he's walking towards with this giant, stack of wands. It's actually stabs and carrying that load. But he's making progress. He's getting towards the goal. But there may be a lot of things slowing you down. You may have too many irons in the fire. And, a lot of the stuff I've been doing lately and seminars and research and YouTube videos and things that I've been watching lately, a lot of people are focusing on this now where they're talking about focusing. They're talking about how if you need to get something accomplished, you got to make it the priority.
Yeah.
True.
Yep. And then you've got the Two of Wands coming in, a card of patience and generous disposition, open-mindedness, new ventures, need to look further. He's standing there. He's got the world in his hand, on the precipice, looking out towards the sea, and that's what you need to be doing right now. Is examining all of this, looking at different places to live, and in those places, what work's available there, or hey, what can I start doing now, maybe on the internet or something like that's transferable, to where I'm moving, and the Hangman shows up, which shows this delay that we're talking about. It's also a card of thinking outside the box, similar to the Four of Swords energy. It's that look, there's other ways to accomplish the goal that you're possibly not thinking of, because, we're all in our comfort zone. You kind of have to think outside the box, stretch beyond your comfort zone, and see what the real opportunities are. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, there are a lot of
that helps
opportunities that are out there, especially online. So, you can seek that, and that's the thing too. Now, like in the Bay Area, as you know, we have those big tech industries, and a lot of the tech companies are now having people rather than have them move to the Bay Area, which is so expensive, they're sending them to Utah, and they can work remotely. So, not that you're in the tech industry, because I'm not in the tech industry myself. I teach about it. But
no, I don't want to be.
Right. So, but there are a lot of online positions where people are still looking for help and assistance and things of that nature. Or if you're into writing, there's just a lot that's out there. So, be open and start moving towards that. And then one thing that you might want to do is start packing. Like, just have it in your mind that you are moving, and you have your, visualize the place where you want to go, what it feels like, what the neighborhood feels like, and how you feel in that area, and then just start packing some of these things. You don't have to pack the essential stuff, but the things that you're not, if you have any stuff that you're not really looking at, some books or clothing that you're not wearing, start putting that together. Start cleaning that up, because that's going to help to really propel you. That helps you to attract what you're looking for. Right.
Yeah.
It's all law of attraction. I hope that helped you out, Anne.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for the show.
Thanks for the call. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. By the way, I got one other thing for Anne and anybody else listening. But before that, I wanted to mention that was brilliant what you just said. I had thought about that, but I forgot in my train of thought of looking at the other cards. That's another aspect of that Ten of Wands. Clear up some of those things. Take some irons out of the fire, which also includes, boxing up things that aren't essential and, cleaning out the closets. It's a great opportunity right now during this delay before it actually manifests to clear everything out, and it sends that message to the universe, like you were saying, Rose.
Yeah.
But it just also speeds so many things that you can go, hey, I haven't looked at this in 6 months or a year. Do I really need this? And just throw it out. The less cluttered we make our lives, the more there's that flow. And
right.
we never got into that chat today that we were going to. Maybe we'll make that a topic for one of our shows about the flow and how that all works. And one other thing that I didn't get to mention when she was on, but hopefully she's still listening, that another thing that people can do nowadays that we couldn't do back in the day is you can take one of those hustle jobs. And virtually all the hustle jobs are transferable. So what you do is, and it's not forever. It's not forever. But, in order to get into a living situation in a new location and have an income to do it, is you start the side hustles. So you work for Amazon Flex and Uber and Lyft. Sign up for both. Sign up for
Instacart.
Instacart. That's the one I was going to say checkout. I couldn't remember the name of the thing. Instacart. I don't know anybody that even uses that, but I know there's a lot of people that do. And,
like me.
And just if you got a car and you can do that, because over this time period till you move 3 months, 6 months from now, you can build up a record of working and earning money. And so when you apply for an apartment, in another part of the country, it's like, this is what I do. I make X amount, a month doing all these flex jobs. You move there, right. You transfer the flex jobs to the new location and start working them. And meanwhile, you look for that permanent career or job.
That's right.
So that's something that people can do. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if we could squeeze another one in real quick. 773. We got to do this real quick because we're going to run out of broadcast time here. But area code 773. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Nancy, and I'm calling from Chicago. And I'm just wondering if you see anything. Hey, how are you? Thanks for taking my call. Just see anything in terms of jobs or whatever might come my way.
Okay. Well, right off the bat, yet again, I keep getting, I swear I'm shuffling between these readings, but yet again, I get the Eight of Wands, which has come up a couple of times. And, that's, 8 is a card of abundance, and it's a card of movement. And it's a card of, things can happen quickly with this, and also a go for it card. You got to take action. Yeah. The main focus card is the 3 of Wands, and he's waiting for his ship to come in. So, it's taking time for assessment, taking time to, looking at what your opportunities are. And remember, both of these cards so far, we're talking about wands, we're talking about fire, passion. The message coming through strong and clear is, are you really focused on what you're really passionate about, not just getting the next job, but what you really want and need to be doing? And that's part of what's coming up here. Choices. I'm getting choices. I'm getting focusing on one thought or idea, focusing on one thing to attract in, not the scattergun approach. You don't send out 100 resumes. It's counterintuitive to how the universe actually works. The universe gives us what we focus on the most. Okay. So you figure exactly what that is, and you focus on that one thing. It could be a job, or it could be a career move. And in that light, I want to mention that I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles, and that's the card of the self-made woman. It's time.
Wonderful.
And I have no idea. I have no idea how old you are. I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to say that wherever you are right now, I have the feeling that you have a lot of life experience.
I do.
It's time to. It's time. It is time, Nancy, to, take that central focus card energy of the Three of Wands, of assessment, and look over everything you've done up to this point, all of the skills and abilities, everything that you have, and now it's time for you to become the self-made woman, the entrepreneur. It's time for you to look at all this and say, I have this skill, this skill, this skill, this skill, this knowledge, this knowledge, this knowledge, this knowledge. How do I create value for other people that they're there, and then they're going to pay me for that value that I'm creating? What is it? And here's the mantra. Rose didn't do a mantra today, so I'm going to do the mantra. The mantra is, what big, huge problem do I solve for someone else? What huge, big problem do I solve for someone else? You focus on that for a little while, and I'm telling you, it's going to pop up really quick here. Over the next, you're gonna start figuring this out in the next 6 days, and it could start manifesting over the next 6-week time frame.
Wow!
You're going to start to see that, rather than the next income source, the next muggle job, the next job, instead of that, what am I really passionate about, and how do I intersect what I'm passionate about, intersect that with my current skills and abilities, and intersect that with, what huge problem do I solve for other people? And when you come up with that, and if one of the axes is missing there, it's very simple. It's like in a few days you could take a course on Udemy and learn how to solve any problem. So what you're going to do is the real important thing is your passion. What problem do I solve that's big problem? I can charge them $650 a pop to solve their problem, $1,200 a session. Something like that in a consultancy or therapeutic or life coaching kind of thing where you're working with other people, solving a big problem. That's what I'm getting. And it's in alignment with your passion. And if you don't have all the skills and abilities, go out and get them because they're right there. You can get them for free on YouTube. You can get them for very inexpensive on like Udemy and other places out there. And just prepare, get out there, and solve a big problem for somebody.
Thank you. You've just given me the best pep talk ever. And I believe
there you go. That's what we're here for.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling in, Nancy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah. And that's what I do, folks. I love working with people, and if you'd like to do a private session with me, go over to thetarotguild.com/Dax and book a session with me. For you, Nancy, if you want to continue on with this, do more life coaching in this area. If you have any blocks, we can work on that with EFT and hypnosis and get you, right where you need to be, along with more pep talk. I'm down to do more pep talk, And anybody else listening out there, if you want to book a tarot numerology session or life coaching, thetarotguild.com/Dax. I'd love to do a private session with you. And here we are. We are at the end of the show, and I had a lot of fun. This show just, for it taking more than half the show to get the callers starting to come in, Rose, I think we did pretty good.
Yeah. I would agree. And it's so funny how everything just kind of, was in alignment with the card of the day and numerology for the day as well.
Mm-hmm. I love it when it happens. It happens on almost every show, to be honest with you, that I do with you and Saturday shows with Mary. It's amazing how it happens, So it's not an accident when people call in.
No, it's not.
Awesome. Now you got to remind me about that topic. We got to do the flow.
Yes. Definitely.
Awesome sauce. Well, thanks all you listeners out there and the callers. I mean, we don't have a show without you. And thank you, Dr. Rose, for being here.
No, you're welcome. And thank you so much for being here with me, Dax. Have a
Absolutely.
blessed week, everybody.
We'll be back next week, Rose.
Bye.
Bye-bye.